Hi, this is Mico Silver, BMW of San Francisco. Today I wanted to do a quick comparison side by side of BMW X1 and BMW X3. We get a lot of people that ask to compare these two side by side. It looks like, it's most of a line of like cross-shopping between the two. And there's a really some differences between these two cars that are not just the size. So I would like to take a look. So we have side by side 2015 X3 and 2015 X1. The 2015 X1, the X1 for United States production did not change from 2013, 14, and 15. They're same cars. They're available in two engines, 28i and 35i. There was absolutely no change. The next year, 2016, will be different. So we're talking about only 3-year-old run. The X3 is a little bit more complicated. This body came out in 2011. Then there was an engine change for the smaller engine from 2012. There was a facelift in 2015, and it's still going for 2016. But again, the body is pretty much the same, and the chassis, the powertrain is really similar. So again, the difference is not just the size. Obviously X3 is bigger, X1 is smaller. X1 is easier to park and to maneuver, X3 has more room. Another big difference is that the platform in X1, that's an older platform. It's built basically on an old E platform, and the differences start even from the key fob. You look at the key fob, you see that the older one is a smaller design, the new one is a little bit bigger, a different layout. You look inside, you look at the steering wheel, you'll see again the difference between the old style and the new layout, which is a little bit more ergonomic and just makes a little bit more sense. Also, some options are not available in the X1, or there's on the X3, they're either available or standard. So let's take a look first at the X1. Since these are utility cars, we're going to look at the trunk first. So the trunk is always manual. You cannot get a power trunk on this car. And it's basically like a hatch. Inside, it's comparable to a hatchback. It's comparable to the 3 Series wagon, but it's a little bit taller, bigger ground clearance, and a little bit more here. Seats fold down. You can fold down seats easily. It splits in 3 pieces, what they call 40-20-40. The room in the car, I'll just show you, I'll sit in the back seat. So it's definitely manageable, but it's not a very roomy car because it's a short car. So I'm comfortable here. Another person will be fine. 3 people, it's possible, but it will be tight. Now let's go and have a seat in this car. All right, so here what you're gonna see, you're gonna be sitting closer to the passenger because the car is narrower. The layout of the steering wheel is different. This is the old style layout. On the left side you have the volume. Here we have other controls, and you have a separate stock for cruise control. On the X3 it's a totally different layout. You can get navigation, you can get rear view camera, you cannot get head-up display, you cannot get surround view. So again, there's limitation of what you can get even if you get a fully loaded, fully optioned out car. So that's the X1. And now let's look at the X3. Alright, so you have the optional power trunk. With premium package, you get the power lift gate, open and close automatically. Much more room in the back. As you can see, it's wider, bigger entrance, it's slightly longer, but just by volume it's a lot. You can fold down seats, same way it splits in 3 pieces. Small storage down here, and you have the transport system. It's not standard through all years, but most of them have that. In these rails you can put this thing in, and then you can tie something down, tie your luggage or any big piece of equipment here. So that's the trunk. The rear seat is much more luxurious, plenty of room, shoulder room, everything. 3 people are much more comfortable. AC outlets, huge moonroof. Moonroof, by the way, you can get the same moonroof in either one, so there's no difference in that. And let's get inside and look at the front. Alright, so on the front seat, the layout of the steering wheel is much more ergonomic. This side is infotainment, this side is cruise control. No more separate stuff for cruise control, much easier to get used to this. 2 cup holders versus one on the X1 and one flimsy that comes out. Head-up display, all the new technology package, all the new technology options are available in this car, just like any other brand new BMW. So that's what you're looking at. Basically, you get more luxurious car, which is more modern feel of driving, better steering, just easier steering, quieter car with this one. A little bit more traditional BMW with the X1, tighter steering, tighter ride, just more feels just more like a small BMW car, like the older 3 Series. And another difference, even when you look at the same powertrain, let's say the 4-cylinder turbo, it'll give you the same output on the power. But the X1, since it feels more like a car, it's gonna give you much better mileage. This car is taller, it pushes more air, it's a little bit heavier, so the mileage with the same engine goes down. Huge advantage for small cities. If you look in urban area, much easier to park and to maneuver. This is just more of a luxury. That's about it. Thank you for watching.